All right, ladies and gentlemen of the YouTube citizens, y'all know who this is. This is your boy Dash True Inferno. And I'm reviewing something very different, something unique here. And that is this, Girl Interrupted by Miss Jade. So, some of you are probably wondering, who the heck is that? So basically, give you guys a little bit of info on this person here. So Miss Jade, I ain't gonna give her a real name, is an American rapper, obviously from Philly. So we talking Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. And the album I'm reviewing, I crap you not, this is her only album to date. And this joint came out back in 2002. Let me give you guys the exact date, which is November 5th, 2002. So it was recorded from 2001 up to 2002. And yeah, so that's pretty interesting if I do say so myself. So with that out the way, she also got some music videos. Not music videos. Yeah, she do got music videos, but she also have albums as well. And she's still active to this day, although she's been doing mixtapes and appearing in other people's work. Like, for example, she was on Beyonce's official remix for Diva, which also features Sierra. And yeah, that's pretty much it. You know, she came out with another song 2010 called Blowing Up featuring Freeway, and it was supposed to be the first single from her new mixtape, which is called Straight, as in STR8, the number 8 that is, Straight No Chaser. But as far as albums go, not much to show, you know, aside from her debut album, which is what I'm about to review right now. So yeah, with that said, let's get straight into it. So Girl Interrupted, as I said, came out November 5th, 2002, and it was under Interscope and Beat Club. So obviously we talking Timbaland. Timbaland had his hand in this album big time, obviously. In fact, the album was produced primarily by Timbaland with other contributions by the Neptunes, Joe Stacks, Dan, and Jay. And Maurice, how you pronounce this last name? Maurice Wiltshire? Yeah, let's go with that. Now, I'm gonna give you a little bit of info on one of the tracks here, and I'll get to that in a second. So this album did make the charts though. It was 51st on the US Billboard 200 and 12th on the US Top R&B/Hip Hop Albums chart. So yeah, there you go with that. Now there's 17 tracks, 2 of them are skits basically, so I can give you guys a top 5, not a top 3. This should be interesting. The first track is called Intro. That's it. Followed by track number two, which is called Jade's a Champ. Not Jade the Champ, but Jade's a Champ. Track number 3 is called She's a Gangster, followed by The Come Up. Next up is Cha-Ching. Now this is pretty interesting, and I'll get more on that track later. So in the album we got the clean version. So despite the fact, if you look at the album cover, which you see right here, you can see in the top right corner, parental advisory, you know, explicit content. So the fact that they have a clean version, not just any song, but one of the 3 singles is pretty interesting. And this single features Timbaland and Nelly Furtado, how you pronounce her name, whatever. Track number 6 is called Get Away featuring Nesh. Expect to see that name a lot. Well, one more time at least. Track number 7 is called Ching Ching, Part 2 featuring Timbaland. Followed by Step Up, and then we got the second final skit off this album, which is called Interlude. Track number 10 is called Count It Off featuring Jay-Z. Yes, so we got some big time star power with this one. And this one's also big time star power. Actually, the next 2 tracks feature big time stars. Track number 11 is called Really Don't Want My Love featuring Missy Elliott. And track number 12 is called Dead Wrong featuring Nate Dogg, the late great Nate Dogg at that. Track number 13 is called Feel the Girl, followed by Big Head. And those are the 2 other singers, by the way. Big Head features Mary Molina and Timbaland. Track number 15 is called Different, followed by Ryu, the letter U. Ryu Tell Me That, featuring Lil Mo. What happened to Lil Mo again? I really don't know. And track number 17, the last track off this album is called Keep Your Head Up, as in you are, not Y-O-U-R, but yeah, Keep Your Head Up featuring Nesh. So yeah, there we go with that name. So, let me give you guys some info on the 3 singles. So the first single off of this album is called Big Head, and that features Timbaland. That do indeed have a music video, and it did make the chart. It was 106 on the R&B/Hip Hop track chart. Now the second single is called Ching Ching, you know, part 1, featuring Nelly Furtado and Timbaland. So let's get some info on this one. So basically, on the album, first of all, this single dropped November 19, 2002, while Big Head dropped sometime in 2002. We don't know. There's not a lot of info on that particular single. But Ching Ching, the clean version, was on the album. It's, you know, and I talked about how it had a parental advisory sign on it. Now, there is a explicit version, or the actual official version of the song, which can be found on the song's promotional use only vinyl single as LP version. So the promotional vinyl single was published before the decision to put the clean version on the album. The reason for putting the clean version on the album is unknown, in my opinion. Stupid. So, and ironically, this song features Nelly Furtado, and it contains a sample of a Furtado song, which is called Baby Girl, from her 2000 debut album, Whoa Nelly. The title of Ching Ching comes from an improvised, nonsensical lyric in Baby Girl, so that's pretty interesting. And there is a music video for this one, as well as Big Head, by the way. And it talks about what the music video is about. I ain't gonna get all into it, and there you go with that. Now, this single did make some charts. It was 41st in the U.S. Billboard Hot R&B/Hip Hop Singles and Tracks, and 23rd on the U.S. Billboard Rhythmic Top 40. So, yeah, there you go with that. Now, let's get on to the third and final single off of this album, which is called Feel the Girl. And not much info on that outside of the fact that it did make the charts. It was 92nd on the Billboard Hot 100, 52nd on the R&B/Hip Hop track charts, and 22nd as well on the Hot Rap tracks. So there you go with that. She also came out with 3 other songs in that year, but they were from 3 different albums, and those 3 songs, which just so happen to be singles, did make charts. So I ain't gonna get into that because they're from other albums. So now let's get on to my favorite tracks off this album, from worst to first. So to come up, I did not like that beat, and the funny thing about it is that one was produced by the Neptunes. And the reason why I didn't like it is because in the music, in the beat, you hear this like, and I'm like, really? So here how the beat go. I'm like, what is like, what is that? Like, no, take that off. If it was just that would be dope. That would be pretty good right there. But that I'm like, bruh, no, take that part off. Take that part out. All right, next up is Big Head. I didn't like that song much as well. You know, it's okay, but I didn't really like it. Now everything else was decent on up. Ching Ching Part 2 was okay. Keep Your Head Up was alright. Ching Ching Part 1 was okay. You know, I ain't gonna say okay. It was actually good. Now the beat would be better if Nelly didn't say the same line throughout most of the whole song. Top song. You know, something like that. I don't know what the exact lyrics are, but you just hear that throughout the whole beat. I'm like, why am I here? Now, granted, I will admit, yes, that may be part of the sample, but still though, like there was even one part in Miss Jade's verse where you didn't hear that, and I'm like, can we get more of that? But instead, throughout the whole beat, I'm like, bruh, it's all right. Next up, we got Jade's The Chat, which is pretty cool. Why you tell me that? The drums on that one was cool. And then we got Feel the Girl. The beat is unique, but that is really cool right there. And then of course we got Really Don't Want My Love featuring Missy Elliott and Get Away. And the drums for Get Away really made that beat. That beat is dope because of the drums really. Now, I'm gonna give you guys my top 5 songs off of this album. 5th best track off this album is Count It Off, featuring Jay-Z. So yeah, obviously Jay-Z made this track, even though he got the 3rd and final verse off this track, while Miss Jade took the first 2. But the beat is dope, and obviously Jay-Z in it, so you know his lyricism dope. You know, Miss Jade's lyricism isn't bad, you know, it's pretty cool, but you know, it's not nothing top notch or anything like that. But Count It Off, really good track, 5th best track off this album. 4th best track off this album is called Dead Wrong, featuring Nate Dogg. This track sounds hard, dog. Like the beat sounds hard, and Miss J got that voice, dog. So you know, with this beat, yeah, it suits her just fine. So yeah, dead wrong. 4th best track off this album, without question. The best track off this album, and this one was a bit of a tough one, but I had to go with Different. Different, the beat was sick in that one, though. I was like, bro, this is an underrated track for me. I'm gonna have to listen to this more often. So Different, the 3rd best track off this album. 2nd best track off this album is called Step Up rather. And the beat for that was fire. And the reason why this took the 2nd spot over Different, because the beat for Step Up was an inch better. That's why I went with Step Up. I really like that beat. That joint is dope. And the best track off this album is called She's a Gangster. That beat is phenomenal, though. That joint is hard. That is really, really hard. I probably have to go on the record and say that this is probably the hardest track a female rapper had ever done because of the beat and the lyricism, the delivery that went along with it. So arguably, this is the hardest track done by a female right there. She's a Gangster, without question, the best track off this album. So let me give you guys some professional reviews for this album. So yeah, there's only 3. So we got AllMusic, who gave it 2.5 out of 5 stars. Blender gave it 3 out of 5 stars, and Robert Christgau gave it a B+. Now, before I give you guys my reviews and thoughts about this album, let me give you some interesting critical reception for this album. So Miles Lewis from Blender magazine compared Miss Jade to fellow Philadelphia rapper Eve. So that's pretty interesting. I wouldn't go that far, but yeah, Miss Jade is really good, obviously. So, what do I think about this album? Okay. She's a Gangster, I will admit, is a favorite of mine. You know, it's not an all-time favorite, but it is a favorite of mine. Some of the songs on here I do like, you know, like Count It Off, obviously. And Dead Wrong, I really like that one as well. And of course, Step Up and Different. So yeah, I really like the top 5, obviously. There's other tracks on here. So I'm gonna have to get, you know what? But there's nothing here that says classic. So I'm gonna have to give this one a 3.75 out of 5 stars. So the potential is there. Some of the beats I'm like, no, why? And if she was slightly better lyrically, I would have gave it a higher grade. I would have gave it 4 out of 5 stars, even with the beats remain where they are. And if the beats was better combined with the lyrics, oh man, it would have been sky's the limit with this album. But I recommend that you download it and listen to it, see for yourselves. And I will admit, I recommend that you keep She's a Gangster. Actually, I recommend you keep the top 5 tracks off this album. So She's a Gangster, Step Up, Different, Dead Wrong, and Count It Off. Keep those 5 tracks. Everything else, you can decide for yourself whether you want to keep it or you can trash it. So yeah, man, there you go. 3.75 out of 5 stars for Girl Interrupted. So with all that out the way, man, y'all know who this is. This is the new Jay Gatsby, aka the new Stephen A. Smith, saying peace out, y'all, and I'll see y'all next time. Oh!